is a pain in the butt. You hit your ball in the trees and then you lip out the putt. But if you've got a little time, then come and spend it with us. 'Cause now you're listening to the Rough Cut.
Well, hello and welcome down to the wonderful year of 2026, where already World War III is almost started and TGL has come back. So there are some positives to talk about alongside.
And both are correlated.
I'm thinking it's not a coincidence that these things are happening. Guys, welcome back to the Rough Cut Golf Podcast, where we look at the world of golf through slightly tired eyes, apparently. We have Mick, we have Kieran, we have Jacob, and we have myself coming to you today from a very cold and very chilly Manchester. A couple of things to get through first of all. If you are watching this on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for looking at our wonderful faces. If you're listening to this in your car, on the toilet, or operating heavy machinery, once you stop, please get over to YouTube and subscribe there. But if you don't want to do that, you can't stand the look of our faces, make sure you give this podcast a 5-star review on your preferred podcast platform. Guys, how are we?
Excellent.
Yeah, very good.
Very cold.
I still like the idea of that there's someone who, I think I've said this before, but like someone who only listens and doesn't know what we look like.
Oh, yeah.
And then if our voices actually correlate to who they think we are. Mm-hmm. Sorry, anyway.
Yeah. We'll have that. We'll have that. We'll have that thing eventually where you'll go to, I think it might even have happened at the first Creator Classic in Atlanta, where someone was like, "Oh, I knew you were Mick." And I was like, yeah, you know what? And he's like, "No, I don't watch the podcast. I only listen to it, but I knew who you were." And I was like,
from voices.
How?
You don't do that. You've got podcasts you listen to, and you kind of build a picture of what you think someone looks like.
Yeah,
like the guy who does the quiz one.
Oh my God.
Takeaway,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what he looks like, but
Shout
I've got
out,
an idea.
what's his name?
Oh, no, I can't remember now.
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah.
From Takeaway Trivia.
Yeah,
Takeaway Trivia.
We love that podcast.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
I'm on the fence about it. I used to love it, but you know what? I'm just not sure I'm there anymore.
Were you just too good at it? Or
Because AI doesn't produce it. That's why I hate it.
I just
it's made by a human.
I don't like the fact he's stuck in the past.
Just be living in the future with the rest of us.
Shout out, brother. That's the next thing we do. So I think what we might as well do today, to begin with, is just chat through a little bit about what this year looks like, because we are on the precipice of what could be a fantastic year, but also on what could be not a terrible year, but it's a risky year. Like we're trying.
Jesus, good Lord.
We are trying new things and getting outside of our comfort zone a little bit. So I think from my point of view, I'm nervous, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, if I kind of came into this year pretty comfortable and, we were just going to do the same old things, we're probably not going to move forward. We're just going to kind of stagnate. So, I think pushing at our comfort zones is going to be a good thing. Hopefully, anyway. If not,
I think
we're employable. If you are the,
and you could go and work on that van by Old Trafford.
It won't be Old Trafford, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
It won't be Old Trafford. God,
Dito.
Dito. Yeah. I want to go to a football ground that's positive. I don't want to go to.
Hey, in other news, we might be positive in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they sacked
Darren
him.
Fletcher might have done an absolute business on the team.
Anarim got sacked this morning.
I reckon you bring in an AI manager.
Oh my God!
What would be the best formation to play with these sets of players?
Listen, there's a video there.
The thing is, like, this is we've just been chatting about, and we'll get onto Rough Cut Golf memberships kind of later on in this podcast. We've just been chatting about AI. I honestly don't think it's a million miles away, because like managers and coaches can get data in kind of real time from matches.
Throw it all in.
Like there's going to be literally a point very soon when you have something which can analyze the data in real time and give you tactical suggestions.
Watch this footage. Tell me,
What should
pretend
do
them
now?
Liverpool last week.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Not even watch this footage. They'll have watched this footage, and they'll have take this person's heart rate data from the last 10 matches, and they'll have take these conversations that we've had via text, analyze whether they're in the right state of mind to play in this position or in this position or in this position, and the opponent and this referee's previous decision. Like, it's going to be, there's so much data that ChatGPT and whatever the other AIs are going to be running the entire world by the end of this year.
God. So,
So
what are we
welcome.
going to do to combat the rise of the machines?
Make some organic content.
Well, yeah, we are going to go fully organic. Our chickens are free range.
As they should be.
Free range Finch
We
t-shirt.
we have, first of all, on the Peter Finch Golf channel.
What?
Referring in my third person.
No, it's the name of the channel.
so-
it's like the BBC. It's the name, Peter Finch Golf.
I was going to say something then. So, I get that and I accept that, but I still think referring to yourself in the third person is one of the weirdest things.
Just
you can do.
call it the main channel. That's what we always call it.
Yeah, but we're trying to even out the channels this year. We're trying to treat everything as like a piece of content. Okay, so the Peter Finch Golf channel, starring Peter Finch, which is myself. Hi, I'm here. Ugh. We have videos coming out yesterday
Yes.
and next week, which were recorded in 2025 when the world was a safe and secure place. And that was against Grant Horvath. And that, where was the course? What was the course called?
Ballinars.
Ballon Isles.
Ballinars, yeah.
Ballon Isles?
Ballinars, yeah.
Very, very nice golf course. One of the biggest clubhouses known to man.
Yeah.
Literally a housing estate of a clubhouse.
Sick.
And we were leaving just as all like the snowbirds were coming in.
Okay.
So all like the members were coming in to stay in Florida for the cold months,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were all arriving.
I thought it was an actual type of bird, but
It was kind of scary.
Oh, what are they like?
They don't come. Actually, they just do come flying in. They're just-
Honestly, it was scary. But if you've not watched that video, please go check it out. It was a very, very close match, very good quality
Yeah,
match
very
as well.
good. Very, very good. Lots of birdies.
Lots of birdies, not just the snowbirds. And then next week we got a match against Fat Perez.
you have.
I must admit, I was getting a little bit worried about this video. I was about to message everybody before Christmas to try and get this out because Fat Perez ain't so fat anymore.
He's just Perez
It's just
now.
Perez.
He's
yeah.
just turning into Pete Stube.
Yeah.
Nick. Yeah, his name's Nick. You're Pete. His name's Nick Stube.
Pete,
Your name's Pete.
God, literally having an absolute
You are
meltdown.
looking
I was-
more and more alike, though.
I was looking at the initials.
yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. While I was
Fat Pete,
editing
yeah.
the video, it was confusion galore.
So yeah, that's going to be coming out next week, and then we have one of our first videos with Golf Pride as well. New channel partners with the main channel, as it would now be known. And I think from that point, it really starts to kick off because we've got our first trip coming to the US. Need to update my Esther.
Oh my God, I got
Yeah.
an email saying that mine was about to expire. And did you know, little fact for you, the Esther has now tripled in price.
It has, yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
My mum messaged me because she was like, "Oh, do you want to have a look at getting it done now?" But mine was already still in date, so I
Yeah.
couldn't get a new thing done. But yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
what is it?
£49 now or something, 49 quid.
I'm not going to lie, I got my money's worth out of it last year.
Well, yeah.
I think most of us. To be
did.
honest, if you go twice, I think you've got your money's
Yeah,
worth.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I if I went twice.
And it is for 2 years, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's 2 years.
So you definitely would have got a lot out of it.
Oh yeah, we
Double digits.
I think you probably paid £1 a trip.
I wouldn't mind like narrowing it down. Like if I could get it cheaper, just because we only go to like a few states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need it for many.
Yeah, I don't need coverage for all of them.
Yeah.
I think
Florida, Carolina,
kind of think
California.
I might be a resident of the
Arizona.
Carolinas at this
Arizona.
point.
Arizona.
Yeah.
In all fairness, went to
Pinehurst.
Arkansas and Missouri last year as well,
and Connecticut and Massachusetts.
and Atlanta. So Georgia. So in fact,
And New Jersey, New York.
yeah, it might be quicker to actually just
And
subtract
Texas?
the ones we're not going to. I only flew to Texas.
Oh, did you? Oh, I thought you. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, you got. I reckon your passport's pretty full. You got. This is the thing. When Pete gets a new passport, he has to get the one with more pages.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
They don't stamp much anymore, though.
stamps
Yeah,
have
they
gone
don't- yeah,
out.
they've
It's
stamped,
so disappointing.
you can ask for it.
No, like my old passport. This is when kind of airports still had a little bit of integrity about them, and they had interesting stamps. Now everything's just
Yeah.
that boring rectangle.
Yeah, the Portugal one is a same as the Dubai one. Is the same.
They're all the same.
The Dubai one was great. You know, when we went on that
yeah.
first, and you were like, you wait until you see the stamp, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stamp was beautiful.
Yeah.
God, not anymore.
I lost my Japanese ones as well.
Oh,
was
I bet
really
they were
disappointed.
lovely.
Well, one of them had like a little fold-out thing in it.
No.
Oh, it was great. Oh, the dream. Anyway, so
Yeah, let us know your favourite stamp.
Yeah, we'll have to go back. Listen, we're getting older now. It's not just stamp collecting. Now, let's talk about, first of all, the new series that we're going to be bringing, which is going to have an impact on the main channel. It's going to have an impact podcast and the Swing Quest channel as well, and just how we're kind of doing things generally. I think, where do we start with this? Because ultimately, this year and next year is going to be mostly about competitive golf. Like, we are kind of shifting the whole approach and the whole channel. It's been edging this way for a few years anyway, but it's all going to be competition. It's all going to be competitive. Like, no matter the video that we make, apart from some of the viral ideas that we have, and there's only 4 of those I think that we've got.
We're going to be going viral
Yeah,
4
we've got
times
4
this year.
guaranteed virals.
So it's kind of like
And we'll let you know which ones they are.
it's all
You'll
it's
know.
all competition based.
Yeah.
And as mentioned, going into this year, it is a little bit more nerve wracking because we are going to be trying some new things, and ultimately, as a established channel in the space, an OG channel, as I was called a ridiculous amount of times in the US last year. It's kind of difficult to pivot and it's difficult to change, but we're not going to go too crazy with it. So, Quest for the Open, that is going to be coming back. Now,
Yes.
Quest for the Open last year was ultimately a pretty big success in the sense that I got through regional qualifying, got through to final qualifying, 1 stage away from the Open. Didn't play amazing, but did okay in final qualifying.
You should be very proud of yourself.
Great to experience it.
It was good. It was good, and definitely one of the highlights of last year. But this year we're going to try and do something a little bit different. Now, with the Open Championship, the British Open, the greatest golf event in the world, it is called that because it is open to anybody. You can enter open qualifying. There are cut-offs depending on handicap and how many people are entering in the field. But theoretically, anybody can enter the Open Championship. This is also the case for the US Open. Now, we've never done US Open qualifying before. I didn't really think about it until last year, until a few of the US-based creators started to do US Open qualifying. So this year is going to be Quest for the Opens. So we are going for both the US and the Open Championship.
Nice.
Now, that should give you a little bit of an indication, first of all, about how seriously that we are taking the competitive golf aspect this year.
Yeah, it's
Very.
gonna be a lot of competition golf, almost twice as much as you were playing last year when you were just trying to get into one Open Championship. But it also is going to mean that passport's going to get whacked quite hard because we're going to be back and forth from the US again for you to play in competitions there, for you to go and experience some competitive golf environments that you haven't experienced before. In a country where you really enjoy playing golf, so it's you're marrying those 2 worlds together, and it's going to be exciting to see you kind of bend your game a little bit to the different style of golf course that you'll be playing in the US,
Or just get broken. However, not this year, because I need to remember that I am now a positive person.
You are.
You
Yeah,
are.
we need to go back to trusting the process and thinking.
We need to instigate the process once more. The process has been significantly dampened in the last month of excessive eating and drinking. So the process was to take a few years
part
off
of it,
my
though.
life. So now we're
Part of the process.
that's all part of the process.
That.
When you had that 9th beer.
As I was shoveling that 10th pint back, even I was not believing that this is part of the process.
Crying to some.
I wasn't able to spell process at that point. So,
You've got to trust it.
although the process in the casino on the Christmas night out, wow.
Yeah.
I had a fantastic evening in the
I know
casino.
you did.
And if you want to hear about it, you will have to become a member of the Rough Cut Golf Podcast channel on YouTube because we already discussed it, and that's where it is.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, did we actually discuss the casino though?
Did you find out how much you won? How much did you win?
I don't. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well-
yeah.
Did you give him the number?
Yeah, we haven't given a number.
Oh,
I mean, but put it this way, I think I gave Jacob about an extra 300 quid to gamble.
It wasn't that much.
It was about 250.
It wasn't even that much.
this is the question. Did you pay for the rest of the day with your winnings from the casino?
I paid for a large amount of Christmas with that. With that evening.
Well, congratulations.
I couldn't stop winning at blackjack. It was literally one of
And
the
I
best
couldn't
nights of my
stop
life.
losing with blackjack.
And to buffet that, I have never, ever seen someone get a worse run of cards than Jacob. It was kind of hilarious.
You had to. I would have cried if I didn't laugh. It was bad.
It was honestly, it was so bad.
I should have just stayed on the roulette. I was doing all right on that.
You were doing great on roulette.
Yeah.
We were all rooting for you.
But it was. Anyway,
See, I
it
was
great.
worried as well because I was coming to the table and I was sitting as the first
Oh, the first
person. So I like one of
I
my
bet everyone
things
else
always
loved you.
with blackjack is the fact that like not only are you focusing on yourself, it's also the sort of table etiquette of making sure you don't. So I was worried that I was going to sort of because you were the first person before I came in.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit worried that I was going to sort of ebb the flow a little bit and take the cards away from you. But in fact, I just took the ones away from you
Yeah, very
to help.
I mean,
So I feel like there's a bit of a cut involved there.
just the skill involved, you know. It's playing this game.
To be fair, there was a lot of times where I was just going to be. I was like, "What do I do here?" He was just like, "Yeah, I don't think you could do anything."
Yeah, you're done there. But yeah, it was great. So that's the process coming back. Now, with the Quest for the Open, obviously it was great, and we are evolving it to the 2 Opens. But what we kind of found a little bit was as the year goes on, as the Quest for the Open comes to an end in July, there's literally half a year left where we're not really doing any competitive style golf. My own game kind of drops off. We do a few other things, but it doesn't really feel like it's got a massive amount of identity after the Quest for the Opens are done. So we've got a few new things coming. At the end of last year, I played in the Egyptian Open and made the cut.
Yeah, had you hadn't mentioned it, it's been an entire 3 weeks since you've mentioned that you played in the Egyptian Open and made the cut. So, well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just a thing I did. Well, I did know it was going to happen, but I didn't really think about it too much. Is when you make the cut at the Asian Development Tour, which it was on, I got world ranking points. Can anyone remember the number? I think it's
4,800 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sounds right. Yeah.
It was 4,000 something anyway. Let's call it 4,500 for the sake of argument. I might have moved up and down by then. I've no idea.
Of course. Up.
Oh yeah, up, yeah. You never know. People might have dropped off. So I'm now one of the top 5,000 golfers in the world.
Officially.
There's only a few thousand people better than me at golf, you know, on the entire planet, which is, you know, thank you. So I kind of thought, and looking
4,155th.
See, I think I've
you've gone up.
I think I've gone up because
Yeah.
the way that the world ranking points work is if there's someone with points which have dropped off, I will move up. And obviously we're in a time here where, you know, there's not really many events
Been
going
playing,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's see if there's like a form guide.
Like how many places you're going up each week
Yeah,
or
I
something.
Yeah. So we are kind of working this out as we go. However, to make the cut at one event got me in the world top 5,000 and, you know, well, top, 4,155. So almost in the top 4,000. What we thought is if we can game the system, we can enter events which give you world ranking points, which is a higher caliber of field than what I'm normally playing against. But if I manage to make the cut at these events, I can start to move up the world rankings. I can start to move up past players such as Tiger Woods who are dropping down. And I thought it'd be a great idea to start a series called Project 1000 or Project 1K, which is pretty simple to try and get into the world top 1000. So that is what we're going to be doing over the next couple of years. This is like a 2-year plan to try and get within that number. And it might sound a little bit unrealistic, but also I honestly think we could do it.
I think we can do it.
You can do
You can
it.
do it.
I think this is going to be a lot harder than we expect, but at the same time, it would only take a few cuts made to rock it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you just win an event? You'll shoot so far up. Like anything can happen. You go and play in one of these, these higher caliber events, and you finish in the top 10. You're going to go miles up.
I didn't get anything for Fleetwood last year.
Oh, that is so disappointing. Course record.
Now we're gonna give this a go. Now it's so dependent on, first of all, the reason that we're going to try and do this, and the reason how we're going to make it work, hopefully, is that the Egyptian Open, we were there, we got a sponsors invite. So we didn't do any of the qualifying school for the Asian Development Tour. We got a sponsors invite, and we filmed at the event. We did stuff around the event to try and promote it, and that's how we got our spot in the field. So if we can try and secure sponsors invitations for the tours around the world that have world ranking points and agree some kind of deal with them to promote the event, to do some stuff around the event for a spot in the field, we could potentially access world ranking points without having to go through Q schools.
Yeah.
Now, I've always been pretty straightforward with this, because it's a slightly controversial subject, because certainly on the PGA Tour, the way they use their sponsors invites, you get players who are not performing that well throughout this season, but have a following. Ricky Fowler, I think, was the example last year.
Yeah, he was the one who came to mind straight away.
And he got loads of sponsors invites and actually managed to play himself into getting a tour card through those, even though he wouldn't have played in them. For me, sponsors invites are there to be used by the sponsors.
Yeah.
They are not mandated to players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're taking away from someone who should be there.
No.
It's
like,
it's an additional thing that they can decide to do.
yeah, so it's not like you get 150 players in the field and then every time you get a sponsors invite, one gets
drop-
taken
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like, they are an extra added incentive for the sponsors.
It's a marketing tool. Even when they invite someone like Ricky Fowler and he manages to do what he did, they're using it to market the event. They get to say that their event has Ricky Fowler in it. So people buy tickets, so people come and watch it, so people watch it on TV.
Yeah.
It will be the exact same thing, whereas they get to say, by the way, Peter Finch is playing in this, and we also get to cover it and show it to you guys, which helps them.
Which is disgusting, by the way. But I appreciate everybody for listening and watching and giving us that opportunity. So that's what we're going to give a go. And I think it just, again, it depends on like the tours, what time of year, what the access is going to be. So this is something which we're probably going to try and get started around the middle of the year. But I think this is probably going to be more back-weighted towards the end, I think.
Yeah.
But we will see. We will see. Does anyone want to take one of these next two while I recover?
Yes. So speaking of the second half of the year, when there's a little less competitive golf going on in this country, the golf season is kind of winding up, particularly for Pete, when it comes to the Open. We wanted to try something which was a little bit of a left field suggestion, and actually Sam, who is one of our editing team, championed this idea to put Pete in some situations which he probably has never been in before. Now, the series is called Weird Golf. What we're going to do is we're going to put Pete in some situations to play competitive golf, so still competitive, but not the normal way. So we're thinking long drive competition. We're thinking Hickory World Championships. We're thinking ice golf or snow golf, if we can get something like that. We're thinking crazy golf, mini golf, any other version of golf, speed golf we talked about. But in this, we want your help. So we have some ideas. We have, of course, started to do some planning for it, but we want to know if you have a weird golf event near you, in your country, in your city, in your town, that you would like Pete to come and compete in. Please let us know. Leave a comment below and make sure you use the words weird golf, because I'll go and search for it. And if it's something that we can fit into the calendar for the second half of 2026, we would love to come and do it. We want to try and get maybe 6 to 8 events going so Pete can come and compete in your ridiculous event. If it's, fancy dress golf, That's a good one. I hadn't thought of that one. That's nice. I like that one a lot.
No.
Naked golf.
Jesus.
There'll be somewhere.
A golf drinking competition. Anything golf related that's competitive and not normal. We want to hear about it. So that's also happening with golf.
I think that's the key as well. Like with this, as we mentioned at the start, we want to do it so we compete in the event against other people within that event as well. Because I think the travel aspect of YouTube golf, it's probably a little bit underdone, if that's the word, undercooked, underutilized.
Sure.
Because when these videos have gone in the past, unless it's a really kind of random place, the views actually aren't that good. So if we can attach it to an event and actually go to a weird country or a weird place and have some kind of experience there that we wouldn't normally have, I think it'll be a net positive all round.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes on. The next one, let's not talk about this yet.
Okay.
Let's not talk about this yet because we don't 100% know the actual channels.
Yeah.
Yes. However, we can answer this question because the series, not saying who's going to be in it, but the series is going to go some way to answering a question that everyone asks on the golf internet, the golf YouTube internet, almost every day. Who is the best golfer on YouTube? I'm going to flip the question now. Who is the best golf YouTuber? Because there are some golfers who are on YouTube who are professional golfers and make their money playing in big money events. I don't think that those people count.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think you can discount them. Like, who are you actually going to discount from that? Bryson.
Bryson, yeah.
Are you going to discount
Tommy Fleetwood.
Are you going to discount Wes?
Wesley,
Yeah.
Are you going to discount Luke? Like,
He doesn't make his money playing in golf tournaments.
but he's literally a tour pro.
But does Wes now?
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think if you're a golfer and you have a YouTube channel, you are just a YouTube golfer. I don't think you can differentiate anymore.
I think it's just because it makes the conversation pretty mute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
Because
it's them
Bryson
two.
DeChambeau.
Yeah,
I mean-
and Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Bryson is... Well,
Tommy Fleetwood, yeah.
Tommy Fleetwood
yeah.
probably would be the best YouTube golfer right now.
Yeah.
Then Bryson. And then I think you have a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree, yeah.
who is going to be the next on that list?
Brian? Brad?
I think so.
I have to probably,
Brad Dolkey?
at the moment, I'd say Brad.
I think you also got to go off the information provided, and by Wes's own admission, he's basically now saying that Brad is incredible.
Yeah.
So if he's rating him higher than himself, then you've got to say he's Brad, surely.
I think it's different. And again, this is how you can characterize this. If it's a pro event,
That's what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally what I was gonna
what's the difference going
Sure.
to be? Because I honestly, on YouTube, as far as like a YouTube golfer, I would not rank myself that high. I would say there's a hell of a lot of golfers out there that are better than me on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would stack up, I think, pretty well in a pro event.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So I
Because it's a
think
different thing.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
You
And
can't fluff your lie on a pro
Because
event.
if you're saying that if you put, say if you put
Someone can pick your ball up, though.
say if you put like Brad and Wes together in a PGA Tour event, for example, if that was the case, I'd back Wes.
Oh, yeah. He's just
personally would,
experience. There's a switch in his head,
He
isn't
turns
there?
it on.
Yeah,
He turns
yeah,
it on.
yeah, yeah.
But I would also say though from that context that there is a tipping point where you can just be so good that if you enter an event, you're just going to carry it on. And
true.
I
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of feel that Brad is probably at that
Yeah,
point.
true.
But you
And
never-
then Sean Walsh as well. He almost got into the US Open last year, so
Yeah.
it's a conversation there.
like Sean's one I don't. Have I actually ever beaten Sean when I've played him? I'm not entirely sure I have.
He played with him on a Record Breakers, RIP Record Breakers, and
You definitely didn't beat
He
him.
did it
there.
one v
you
one.
didn't
Yeah,
beat him at
didn't
10.
then, no.
You didn't beat him at 10.
Southern Pines?
Like
Didn't beat him at some point.
I always think of like people that we film with, and I mean, I never win on our channel. I am the worst golfer in the world when we are filming a video for us, and then when I go on someone else's channel,
Oh, yeah, Dad. Yeah.
Apart from the last two Fry videos, but
and the
anyway.
Grant match. And the Grant match was.
yeah.
The
yeah,
Grant
that's
match
true.
for you is this Grant match is
Yeah.
very good.
So I think you go.
You beat Rick.
Yes, I did beat Rick. I would back myself against Rick and then the
But lost on our episodes.
exactly.
He won mine. He
Yeah,
won
I
mine.
was-
So I mean,
He won
it's
mine
like
by a long way.
So random. So I'm going to say Bryce. I'm going to say Tommy Bryson at the moment
In
are
that
the
order.
best. Then I'd probably put Brad, Wes, and Phil Mickelson kind of very close together.
We've forgotten about Phil.
Where's Padraig Harrington fit into this?
Oh, good.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the ecosystem as far as like YouTube golf now is just ridiculous.
Dylan
Like,
Fratelli. He has a channel.
Oh,
yeah, like Poulter has a
Poulter,
channel.
yeah.
Like you've got so many people within this space now. It's kind of wild. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to think about. Like people that you used to watch in events have their own channels now.
Well, I mean,
And they're
obviously
more
we know
invested
that
in
we know the Golf World Rankings is a little bit of a throw, but like, what was Tommy now? Third, fourth in the
third
world.
in the world.
Third,
Yeah.
He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And he's
Ray
trying to
plays left-handed.
left-handed
Yeah.
versus right-handed.
Love
That
it.
video is so sick.
So funny.
It's kind of wild. Yeah. So I think at the moment, yeah, that's the kind of state of affairs.
And then I guess the continuation of things really as well. Like obviously there's a lot of stuff that we did this year which is returning. I know we said about Quest for the Open, Head Pro.
Yes.
For one.
Yeah.
I think we all would agree that we probably could have done a better job at Head Pro this year.
Yeah.
Or last year, should I say. Which has almost spurred us on, I think, to go really full steam ahead with it this year and make it as good as it can be. I think it's one of those that we'd almost say, like, keep a lookout soon because we're going to start pushing and promoting it and,
Yeah,
and getting that kind of stuff together.
It's tough in it because like we've mapped our diary out already pretty well for the year, and it's quite full. One thing that we haven't done, and didn't really mention it before, we've not left a lot of space for other events to come in. So we have not said yes to it yet. We have something in March, and then, but like let's say Internet Invitational.
Yeah.
Like, we've not
Yeah,
like put any
yeah.
time in for that.
I guess it's hard to pack in things we don't know when they're happening or if they're happening, but
Yeah, and we
can react to them.
if we're really well planned and we're ahead of the game, which is what we're trying to be in 2026. You know, Jacob is taking on a new role in the company. He is no longer going to be editing videos. He's going to be organizing and planning behind the scenes to make sure that we are as prepared as we would like to be, like we weren't necessarily last year. If we are that well prepared, when something like that comes along, we can just move things and adjust things because we have already got them set up. So Head Pro's coming back. That's going to be cool. There's a load of trips on the docket. There's
a lot of travel.
I think there's 3 Americas in already. There's potentially an Ireland, Australia. Someone said something about Thailand the other day.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think the one I'm probably most. I mean, we've got Golf Breaks trips which are coming up, which I think is probably going to be the Thailand one. We've got American ones, Ireland, potential. The Australia one at the end of the year is one which I'm really looking forward to. Like it's somewhere that I've wanted to go for so long. Some of the courses that we're hopefully going to get lined up are unreal, and you know, it's one of those
No
things.
pressure, Jacob.
Yeah, hey, I'm working on it now, so I've got like 9 months.
It's one of those things where you bring it to term, give birth to a wonderful trip. It's one of those things where it's like,
Did not think we were getting that this week.
it's a weird, I don't know, it's just a bit of a weird one where Australia has been consistently, when you look at your YouTube stats, it's kind of like always number 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
As
Of
far as
viewership.
like, the viewership and like where people watch our videos. And in the now 13 years that I've been kind of making these videos, never gone.
I mean, it is a really long way.
It's a really long
way. And it's a big place.
In my mind, in my head, it always has been like a long way away. But actually, think about it, it's just a day. It's a day of travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a long time.
It's a long way. It's
What is it like? I think you can do direct to Perth in like 17 hours
Yeah.
or something.
It's just a day.
Perth this side.
Sat
Perth
on a
this side.
plane for 17 hours.
Yeah. Oh, the other one is don't you fly to
I've been
Singapore?
let down. You guys will be.
Well, right, yeah.
Yeah, Singapore.
Don't you
yeah.
fly to Singapore first? You
Well,
do 16 hours
you can
to
obviously
Singapore.
do the
And then when you've flown 16 hours, you're still not there.
yeah. I know it's 12 to Thailand, I think, because
Oh,
Mum and
right,
Dad are
okay.
doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you did it.
But it's a
something
long-
like that.
yeah.
So
It's-
it's like, 12, well, for that kind of area of the world, and then you go again.
It's a long time to stand on a plane.
Just get a book.
You'd be done. hopefully.
$2. get $2 and download Champ Manager, and then you'll be absolutely
Oh
fine.
my God, don't. Football Manager.
I would need to be plugged in charging that laptop because it would die quick.
How quickly would that fly go, though?
Well, yeah, maybe.
You could watch all 3 extended version Lord of the Rings and still have
And
time to
have
start the Hobbit.
go again.
So yeah, I mean that's the rough plan.
No, that'll be a very, very cool trip.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of people have been asking about it as well.
Yeah.
And also, like you say, some of the courses that we hopefully are going to have lined up. When you start looking down the top 100 list, you kind of see how condensed Australian courses are up. They're there's a lot up there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of for to even top 50. There's 4 or 5 separate courses, and also in the Melbourne area as well,
Yeah.
which kind of half gives away where we might be going.
Yeah, the old sand belt.
But yeah, just incredible. That's gonna be a fun one. Really good.
It's going to be cool. It is going to be cool. I don't think there's any other random things we're going to introduce. I think that's the main series core, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And I think it's something which, again, it's a progression. There are a few new things, but it is just pushing more towards the competitive side of what we're trying
I
to
think as a whole, though, as well, we're obviously speaking about the different types of series and content, but the improvements in everything, in equipment, in the way we're going to film things, in the graphics, we put a lot of effort into that kind of stuff this year.
My
So,
God.
hopefully, even through just the stuff you know and love from the channel and the new stuff, just the product as a whole.
Yeah.
Will jump up another level because of the extra commitment we've put in, and financially as well, into all this stuff. The graphics for one, I'm so excited about. I think as a whole, they're gonna elevate so much of what we're doing. I think they look awesome.
Yeah,
So good.
we worked hard on them. Sam kind of polished them off for us. Kieran's done an absolutely ridiculous job on the equipment for the new year. In general, it's been a kind of Pete had to spend. Kieran has a way.
Kieran's done a great job.
Yeah, Kieran has a way of I don't know how he does it, but he just wears you down, convinces you that this is the right idea, and then Pete spends the money, and then the product arrives, and then it ends up under Kieran's bed.
But what else is under there?
Oh my God!
The budget- the budget's gone, so-
The budget's gone.
Budget's
great. So the equipment's upgraded, the graphics are upgraded, the music and the edit and the stuff is all going to be great, as it always has been. We're just trying to push everything up, and now it just comes down to you playing good golf.
Yeah, or bad golf, or really bad golf, because
Yeah.
that's what people want to see. I think ultimately.
Yeah, nothing in the middle, please, this year.
Okay, Kieran, talk us through Swing Quest, because you've been massively behind pushing this.
It's your baby, yeah.
Don't put me on the spot like that. That's harsh. That's harsh. That's very harsh.
Okay, so Swing Quest is I think we're all aware that we maybe didn't prioritize Swing Quest as much as it deserved in the second half of 2025. Everyone agree?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it had its
absolutely.
moments
It had some moments of greatness
in the first 3 months of the
Yeah,
year.
but it's not a relaunch, but we are just going to focus on it again. We want it to become a hub of the how to get better at golf mindset. So some of the stuff, all of the stuff that you normally get on a Swing Quest is all going to be still there, and it's going to get better. Correct?
Yes.
However, some of the things that you may have seen before on the main channel, which if you look back through last year, there will be some videos that could have fallen into a category of how to get better at golf. Those things are now going to be on Swing Quest. Is that correct?
Yes.
Shall I keep going until I get something wrong?
Yes.
I also believe that that is in the works for Pete to not be the only person who provides coaching content for Swing Quest. Is that correct?
Correct.
We have had conversations with 2 or 3 of the best golf coaches in the world who we know to come and provide content for the Swing Quest channel. Is that correct?
I mean, I've spoken to Carter, so
I was trying to hype him up a little bit. Listen, he's very, very good. He knows the swing very well, and he's very good at his job.
he's definitely one of the best coaches in Portishead, near Bristol. Top 10, definitely down there.
Good Lord. Okay, so talk us through
Yeah.
how things are going to change.
So the biggest impediment to Swing Quest really last year was just personally, certainly towards the second half of the year, I was traveling so much, I was doing so much, it went down the priority list pretty quick. And then when I kind of came back and when I was at home a little bit more, which wasn't a lot, I was kind of like, I'm done. Like, I can't make any more videos. My brain is fried. So what we're going to try and do a little bit more this year with Swing Quest is we're going to film more videos in advance, but we're also going to be doing hopefully like content weeks, which we've never done before. So normally if we go to, I don't know, Carolina somewhere again, so we go to Pinehurst, say, we'll have a look at Pinehurst, we'll say, okay, we're going to do number 2 course vlog, number 4 course vlog, then we've got Wednesday, Thursday, so in the morning we'll do 3 Swing Quest videos, and then in the afternoon or Thursday we'll do 2 more. And it was kind of too complicated and it was just too bitty. So what we're going to try and do is for a week, we're going to say, right, from Monday to Saturday, Monday to Friday, we are going to be in Spain. It's going to be myself. It's going to be Fryer. It's going to be Carter. It's going to be whoever are the Swing Quest kind of contributing coaches. We're going to film 30 videos within that week. And all of a sudden, that gives us half a year of content that we can edit, we can go through, we can do shorts, we can do thumbnails, we can do everything within that set period. So actually have dedicated time to make these videos as good as they can be. And that's the approach that we're going to hopefully make. So we can condense a year's worth of filming into maybe 2-3 weeks across the course of the year, which all of a sudden becomes a lot more manageable. Obviously, there's planning and there's scripting and there's a lot of stuff to do around that. But I think that's going to be a much more palatable way to do things. And it's also going to be so much easier to just plan and to execute that way.
Yep. It sounds great. Do you have an idea of the things that you want to have coached this year? What things are we going to be covering?
I mean, I think ultimately, one thing I do want to ask is, what guys do you want to see kind of us fix with the Swing Quest videos? The amount of issues within the golf swing, within a golf game, is one of the reasons why coaching videos will always be a part of YouTube. They will always be a part of the internet, because people always struggle with golf. It's a really hard game. So to explain concepts within the golf swing simply and to make them as approachable to as many people as possible is always going to be the key to the Swing Quest channel. I think the one thing we haven't done as well as I think we could have, and again, this is going to be it's going to be down on me, but it's going to be down on kind of you guys as well, is show graphics and show changes and show data in a way that we've not really done before. Like especially data, if you think about all the access that we have to numbers and to tech, I don't think we utilize it probably enough, and I think that comes into the planning and the execution stage. So I want to be a lot more varied with the type of tech that we use and explain things in a different way, but also, as we've mentioned, get other people on, because Swing Quest, it shouldn't just be about my coaching. Like, it should be a well and a font of knowledge that other people can get involved with, give their advice, and get exposure to a wider golf audience. That's really the whole kind of plan.
Yeah. I mean, and like you say, there's, you have your own certain style, you have your information, your way of teaching, your way of providing, where there's so many coaches and people out there who've got different philosophies and different opinions and different ways, and sometimes to some people they will, they can translate. That makes it a bit easier when you're watching someone. So not only in trying to say to make this content in that how to get better at golf, it's providing a space that will make you get better at golf and also give you the opportunity to pick the style and the way that you want to learn how to do it. There's obviously a lot of people and say we'll go on these trips, which will be really cool, and we just go and smash out loads of content and then give this to you guys. And like you say, there's never-ending amount of fixes, a never-ending amount of people that slice the golf ball or fade or hook the golf ball, whatever. So it's always something that people are going to be interested in. And I think, to be honest, I think one of the things we've always said about with Swing Quest is that for what we've actually put in, we've actually got quite a lot out from compared to how much actually effort we're doing for it. Like it's a decent sized channel, over 100,000 subscribers, and we only really focused on it for about 4 months last year. So if there's definitely like growth and space and opportunity for it to get bigger and better, we just need to put into place what we're hoping to do this year. And I think it could be, along with the main channel, another very positive year for SwingQuest as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously lots of other things that we could be adding on top of what we're already providing. We've talked about memberships for SwingQuest. We've talked about there being some merchandise, maybe some training aids, maybe holding an event. You know, there's so much more that could be happening. And this year, we're going to take some really big steps to make SwingQuest as good as we can get it. That's
Great.
basically it.
Very good.
Nice.
Well done.
And then you come to this podcast.
This thing.
This. The Rough Cut Golf Podcast is launching memberships. Now, you may see down below the video, probably down near Jacob, actually, somewhere down there. Oh, yeah. It says join or you know, become a member down there. What that means is that you will be helping support us because we are going to try and build a new studio. Are we not?
What we are going to try and build it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We want to build a new studio.
So we need to go retrain.
Yeah.
There's joiners. So yeah, I mean it's something which I experimented with a little bit before the new year, and we have a Patreon as well, which is kind of under the main channel banner. So if you are on Patreon and you do want to kind of support Patreon, it'll be somewhere. Just search Peter Finch Golf on Patreon.
It's that guy.
But with the Rough Cut Golf podcast and with SwingQuest in a way, I've always wanted to try and figure out a way to make SwingQuest and the Rough Cut Golf podcast able to stand on their own. So I think at the moment, obviously, everything is under Finch Golf Media.
Oh, yeah. We got some test merch. Yeah, it's cool.
And everything's kind of interconnected, everything's intertwined. But what I would really love is to have SwingQuest not even be necessarily involved kind of with me, with the channel, obviously be contributing towards it, almost have that as a separate entity and a separate business. And I want to try and be able to do that a little bit more with the podcast. Mm-hmm. So what I want to try and do with the podcast is get members, get funding through you guys, and then show you directly what that has gone into as via new studio, new equipment, whatever. What's the guy on Patreon, the coffee guy? What's his name?
His name is James Hoffman.
James Hoffman.
And if you are into coffee at all and you're a nerd, then James Hoffman is your guy. If you know coffee, you'll already have heard of him.
Yeah.
He's the you of coffee, I would say.
Crikey.
Isn't Peter Finch the Peter Finch of coffee?
Oh my God, there's a collaboration happening already.
I
can
got a
see.
new coffee machine for Christmas.
What'd you get?
my God.
What did you get?
It's I've got a picture of it.
Yeah.
Is this like a
Is it a good one?
proper
It's
Like you can
barista-esque?
froth the milk and all
it's
that.
one that grinds the beans. It's a Phillips something or other.
Okay. Yeah, like a...
So you stick the beans in the back. It
Is that
grinds
the
it.
is that the like you can froth the milk and all that?
Yeah.
Wow.
the beans cut machine, they call that.
Wow.
There you go, one of those. I'm very excited. So the plan is, what he does, he basically gets kind of memberships through Patreon, raises money, gets coffee machines, reviews them, and then gives them away.
Yes. So I think how it works is that he uses the income from Patreon to buy the machines and then tests them. And because he bought it himself, he can give an impartial review, which is great for him. And then if you are one of the people who contributed, he will give away the machine in a raffle to the members of the Patreon.
That's so cool.
So we won't be doing any reviews of things on the Rough Cut, but we
Yeah.
want to we want reviews of everyone's edit. Oh God, can you imagine? No, but we want to, like you said, we want to provide value back for, we want to provide an actual outcome, a result of people's membership money, and be that we get to upgrade all the equipment and we get to move into a new studio. That is what we would love to do.
Yeah, I just think it'd be an interesting kind of test as well, because it allows us again to do a few different things, and again to move the Rough Cut into its own entity just a little bit more, and just to experiment around with that. What are these actual memberships, Nick?
So there are currently 2 levels. The deep rough is your $199, which is so good. You will get emojis, which we built this morning, and they are looking good. There's a Murph, there's a Pete Rage, There's a nice bouncy, which I imagine is going to get used a lot in the chat. There's a nice bouncy logo. There's some fun emojis for you people to be in the deep rough to be using. Those people will also get shout outs on the podcast. They will also get, I think there's like a member only. Oh no, it's highlighted comments and it's priority replies. So if you comment on the podcast, you ask a question, we will definitely answer it if you are a Deep Rough member. And then the one up from that, which is $4.99, is the Fescue Club. And you will get early access to the videos on the channel and you will get members only content.
Along with everything else in the Deep Rough as well.
Yeah.
I toyed with the idea also of giving away some stuff that's sent to us that we can't use. So I would love to give some stuff away. If we can find some stuff around the office that no one fancies, cool. Why not give it to someone who part of the team?
No, absolutely not. The other option as well, I know we've discussed having the first cup membership option.
Oh bloody hell!
So
See, this is why we need you because the mics keep cutting out.
The first cup membership options, which we'll work on and we'll kind of come back to a bit of a later day, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the podcast. That's the changes. Golf news.
Yeah. So Kieran wanted to talk about Brooks Koepka. And I wanted to very briefly talk about TGL. Boston Common got their first win on TGL. How exciting. What happened with Brooks Koepka?
Well, he's obviously left Live. And this is probably, I think this was just before Christmas, wasn't it? But obviously we haven't had a real chance to talk about it. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's he is obviously going away from the, he wants to leave because he wants to spend more time with his family. Obviously he's got kids and with all that sort of stuff.
So where's the family, innit?
So where's the family?
More time with the family.
But I was very, very interested to listen to read the article of what Rory said as well about how this is actually after he won the TGL. He was sort of asked about it, and I thought he gave quite a good opinion on it. To be honest, like if we can't get Brooks Koepka in the game in the PGA Tour, for example, then something's wrong. Obviously, he understands the legal stuff behind it, and he also understands that if someone's going to get, could we say special treatment? I don't know. Because he's 5-time major championship, because he's a 5-time major winner, that doesn't just mean that he should be the only one that's allowed to come back. For just coming back, it's got to be all these other people would come into the conversation as well. But I thought it was a really interesting statement, and
I think Rory is always great for actually talking to the press. Like he's probably one of the more articulate and one of the more opinionated players. If you agree with him or not on a few things, that doesn't really matter in some respects. It's nice to have somebody who can speak their mind.
At least it gives you something.
Yeah,
it does.
And I think it obviously comes from his position in the game. One of the best. New Grand Slam champion. Congratulations once more. So
what are we going to talk about next year?
It does carry a lot more weight. I think with Brooks leaving Live it's not like a nail in the coffin of Live, but I would say that it might be a call to the Undertakers. Just be aware.
Heads up.
It ain't looking great.
Yeah.
Because
cats not really eating their food anymore, so
Oh wow.
And again, if you do have a cat that passes away, don't take it to an undertaker because they probably won't accept it. That's a bit of a weird move.
Let it go and play on the PGA Tour. Wait, what? The metaphor's ruined.
Let it purr. I think it's a bit of a weird
There's a
one.
tiger joke there, but I can't do
Yeah,
that.
there's some of that. I mean, ultimately, so Live is based, and the whole kind of reason for Live is that you would get the best players in the world playing in an event with no cut, so you're guaranteed to see them week in, week out at the Live events. They've not signed anybody who is going to really do that for the coming season. The only players that would move the needle in reality, like you have Rory. You've got Rory, probably McIlroy, and then potentially Fleetwood.
Who's the guy from Northern Ireland, who's really good.
Jerry.
What's his name?
Darren Clark.
Yeah.
Obviously you got Tiger, but he's not going to go. Yeah, it's just even like, and I am missing out Scotty Scheffler on purpose here because I honestly do not think that Scheffler moves the needle with a lot of people. I don't think him going over to Live would actually cause more people to watch Live. Personally,
Yeah, no, I don't
I think it would be great for the PGA Tour if Scotty Scheffler went to Live.
For you or for the PGA Tour?
Well, for me, to be honest.
Unlike Mick, I actually like watching Scotty play, and I appreciate him as a golfer. But as far as like the vast majority of golf fans, please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see many people getting massively excited about Scotty when he wins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even Scotty.
Hey,
So-
for a man who says that he'd rather be a father than a good golfer, it screams to go Live.
But he is like the dominant force, and anyway, it's almost like a side point really. But Liv isn't signing any of the big needle movers. It's lost one of its original needle movers, you would say, in Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, Henrik, man. God.
Oh yeah, Henrik's gone as well.
R.I.P.
There's conversations about maybe Kevin Na leaving as well. Massive news.
What?
Not the Nar.
You're joking.
So,
But Sergio signed again.
Sergio signed again. It feels. I don't know. It just feels like unless they're regularly signing the best players in the world, it will stagnate. And I don't see a reason why people would watch Live more in the coming season than they did last year.
Yeah.
Because they're going to play 4 times instead of 3 times.
Absolutely. But I think now our kind of chat needs to shift away from kind of Live, like the existence of Live, but also these players that are now going to fall through this crack, like Brooks, like these people that are suspended. What are these, some of the best golfers in the world, going to be doing now? Do you know what I mean? Like Brooks, I think Brooks wants to, he has left because he wants to spend more time with the family, but I genuinely believe that he wants to get back into the golf. You know, his goal is to reach double figures for the major championships. Like, I think that he wants to get back playing good, you know, back to his best sort of thing.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would also say, and please take this with a pinch of salt. Brooks Koepka is a 5-time major champion, proven winner on the world's biggest stage. He wasn't great on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
No.
Like, bear in mind, week to week, Brooks kind of missing the cut before a major became a bit of a thing.
Yeah.
And then he would suddenly, this new Brooks would arrive at a major championship.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's won PGA Tour events, and he in his peak years was unbelievable. But he kind of saved his form for the majors. That was his thing, and that's what everyone knew about him. If he goes back to the PGA Tour, I would say that it is a bigger gain for the PGA Tour than a loss for Liv. But I would also say I don't really have much emotion about him leaving Liv.
No, not at all.
Because it's not going to affect how I see Liv or watch Liv. Well, not watch Liv.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
No, you're right. But then it's also about like following the Koepka thing of, you know, he's been on, how long has Liv been going now? 3 years. 3 years.
Oh, more than that.
Can we genuinely ask ourselves?
Might not be.
I think it's 3 years. 3 years. 3 years. 2022. Can
September the 1st.
Can Liv
903.
Can Liv and can anyone on Liv actually like tell anyone have they actually achieved the goal of what they've set out to do? They've set out to do to Russell's and feathers and create a tour that actually could be the new thing. They haven't gone. They've spent billions and billions on this product, and it hasn't actually worked. If you're a part of this product that set out to do something at the time, obviously loads of people got loads and loads of money. It's amazing, and also that we could actually be changing the face of the game here. That side of it hasn't worked. So now if you're looking at a kind of like, even now I'm looking at it from like a Rahm perspective, I'm looking at it from a Bryson perspective, Tyrrell perspective. The tour I'm on isn't it's great. I'm earning loads of money. It's kind of working in the sense of that we get loads of ticket sales and it's great, but I'm losing ranking points. I'm going to be kicked out of the majors, all this sort of stuff. Like, you know, you have to think about your career. Obviously, like from a money perspective, probably a lot of them, that doesn't matter. But from a career satisfaction perspective of what do I actually want from this? You know,
Yeah.
I think Brooks. I genuinely think Brooks is not happy with the 5. He wants more. He now knows that, and being on Liv is not going to benefit him anymore.
I think seeing Rory do what he did must have triggered something in his brain, and he's gone, oh, I can't get that because I don't have access to the majors in the way that I want.
Yeah.
Now the real question is, do they force players like Brooks to go back through a qualification process to get onto the PGA Tour?
He's already exempt because he is a PGA Tour exempt because of his majors at the moment. So for Brooks,
Sponsors invites.
it would be
No, we need them.
for Brooks, it's fine,
Yeah.
but like it's for people that
But like someone like him, you know, who comes off
That's
Liv.
what I mean. They're going to fall down these cracks. They're going to fall down these cracks.
And this is where you can kind of somewhat understand why the PGA Tour have done what they've done, because obviously this is the first chance or the first opportunity to kind of set the precedent of like, what is it going to be? Because this is probably not the first or last time someone from Liv is going to leave and want to come back. Or the thing is, we don't even really know what Brooks. We assume obviously he does want to come back, and I'm sure he does. He's not come out and said that, you know. But obviously, again, we have to assume that's the case, that he wants to go and play competitive golf again on the PGA Tour. I think Brooks is a weird one because like. When all these Liv signings were happening and all these different people were leaving, you could kind of see the sort of reasoning, or you know, you had that pool of players like your Stensons, your McDowells, your Garcias, your Westwood, Poulters, that were at the end of successful careers, saw a great opportunity to earn a lot of money. Richard Bland, those kind of people who will be aware that they don't really compete on the PGA Tour anymore, and they're not going to compete for majors, and they don't really need to worry about that.
Don't do it. Richard Bland can win them PGAs.
And I think
No,
we
he's
also
right, he's
forget
right.
the fact that when Brooks Koepka moved to Liv, his career was an absolute freefall. He was playing terrible golf, and he, by his own admission, has said like. That's why I couldn't, I didn't think my game was going to get back to that point. And then obviously come back, he's played some majors, he's proven that he can still do it. And I think he's probably seen his golf game shift slightly, come back to sort of where he wants to see it, seen the improvements, and realised, as Kieran's mentioned, like, I want to go back to playing good golf again. And that's why you say with all these guys that, who are on Liv, and you think of who is really in that pool of guys that are looking at it and going, I need to get out of this because I want to play in the majors, I want to improve my career. It's probably like, 5 or 6 names really that kind of would want to be Tyrrell, Rahm, Neiman, Bryson.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I can't see why, say if Kevin Na's leaving, but like, those kind of people, why would they want to leave it?
The thing is though, like if you think about Hatton is probably the best example, but I think like Rahm as well and Bryson, obviously, these are guys who've still managed to maintain decent form within the majors as well.
Yeah, they're still getting in, aren't they?
Yeah, whilst playing. So they have, I believe, more of a motivation to keep their game in check to playing these events. And also with Rahm and Bryson, because they've recently won majors, they have the exemptions to go through. So for those players, if they want, as long as they keep their game in check, I 100% understand why Jon Rahm getting paid hundreds of millions of pounds whilst maintaining a good amount of form can still play in the majors, why he would stay there. Like with Brooks, coming towards the end of a contract, maybe he does want to come play the PGA Tour, maybe he doesn't.
DP World Tour?
Maybe for the first time in history, this is a genuine statement, and it's like he's actually just going to spend time at home with the family.
Well, it's obviously like
you never know.
The thing with Liv that is different, obviously, to the PGA Tour is that they go all around the world. Which as glorious as that sound, travel has an absolute travel is sometimes not as glorious as you can imagine. You're away from your family, you're away from a routine, you're away from all those sort of things that can have an implication as a human. And, I think that he's probably just had enough. But then also, I think also wants to think, actually, I need to get my golf game back into shape. I want to be challenging for major titles again. Being at home, being with my family, being in the place that I feel the most comfortable might start to help him do that.
Yeah, maybe.
It's to me, I can't remember what Koepka said. Obviously, every player had their own reasonings of leaving to Liv. whether he said it or not, in the sense that there's an irony in the fact that he wants to spend more time with his family, and that was literally like the one thing about every person going to Live, without saying, oh, it was because of the money, and oh, I want to be more time with my family, I want to grow the game, and yet he's leaving Live to spend more time with his family. But I can't remember if Koepka said that when he went in the first place, but it just seems quite funny.
It was basically they didn't want to say I'm leaving for the money, but what they could say without feeling that yuck was I'm leaving because the money will enable me to spend more time with my family. Mm-hmm. So that's what they were all saying.
That's probably what they also think. Is like they've done 3 years of this now. They've travelled the world. Amazing, great. It is obviously incredible, but like there does take toll on that. There really does.
The other thing we haven't considered is maybe they didn't offer him a new contract.
Maybe.
I mean, but again, they don't have anyone to replace him.
Well, they do, because Taylor Gooch is taking over as the captain of Smash GC. Which means Live Golf 2026 to the moon.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens with all that, because isn't the whole thing of the captains were meant to have like shares in the teams, and is that a thing?
Honestly, he must have negotiated.
I wonder what that leaving that.
The experiment so far has not worked. It's just. I'm not saying it won't, because ultimately it depends on how much more money they want to invest. Mm-hmm. Because with most things, if you keep throwing money at it, eventually it will work out, and they do have a lot of money. But it just doesn't. It's just not grabbed the narrative. It's not pulled enough people along with them, and at the moment, like I said, there's no real extra incentive to watch this season compared to last year. And it's not like they were killing it with the viewing figures. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know what the comparison is. I would like to know what the comparison between the TGL viewing figures are and Live.
TGL is Liv's competition.
Because if TGL is outperforming Live, then that is desperate.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where Brooks is going.
Well,
he's going to play. He's going to play 5 events. He's going to play 5 events a year in the same place and never have to travel where he lives, and he can bring his family, and that's it. And all he has to do.
They want to bring more teams on, so
yeah.
Hey,
how was Rory McIlroy's victory with Boston Common over Justin Rose's Los Angeles?
Of course, we all stayed up to what? Oh, we didn't.
I watched a little bit of it.
Oh, okay. I just saw highlights.
There was actually a genuinely interesting thing that I saw. Actually, I've seen a couple of people mention Rory's changed clubs.
Yes,
he has.
Have you seen?
No, I haven't.
So he's not using his Raw's Protos anymore. Oh. He's using the CBs.
Yeah,
nice.
Full set.
Blades are just
gone.
Blades
out of here.
Yeah, and it's not just the long clubs; it's the full set.
Nice. I like this.
Yeah.
See, this is TGL is good for something. Showing people's bags before the season.
This is the thing. Is like obviously. I assume that he's using them because he's decided that he is going to use them in the real world, in the outside world. I don't know if it's just a TGL thing. Maybe
he's got the driver as well.
Yeah. Maybe there's a element of like these clubs are better on the full swing simulators or something.
My God.
But like I don't probably not. No. Like I don't think,
Do you know what it actually was? His clubs were somewhere else, and TaylorMade just knocked him up a set of whatever they could find, and he still won.
Yeah, the tall man.
Because he doesn't live in Florida. Does he still live in Florida?
I'm sorry, we haven't got any Raw's Protos on the table. I'll just chuck me some CBs.
That is a perfect example. If Brooks wants to spend more time at home, that is literally next door to his house.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there you go. That's the future. That's the future that we predict. There's not going to be any fines. He can go to the TGL, he can leave Live. He doesn't have to go to the PGA, got so many acronyms, and he can just go there and enjoy himself.
To go as far as saying that he joins a team this year,
I think he starts his own team.
Okay.
What city in America is it taken at the moment?
I mean, there's a lot.
Is it Texas? It's Texas. Oh, well, Texas State, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. So
he can't take any because Jupiter's already got one. He can't be niche to Florida.
West Palm Pirates.
Yeah.
The West Palm Pirates.
There you go. That'll do. Like West Palm Pirates, captained by Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to make
captain
that
to
joke.
captain.
Paul's, whoever Smash players he had before.
Lots of them hitting a hook.
Just imagine he just imagine he poaches Taylor Gooch to TGL.
What a move.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Just Taylor ups anchor.
No, but it's an interesting one because it'll be interesting to see what he's started something. I would love to see what happens in the next couple of months, and then also the year.
Yeah, as people's contracts come to an end, it'll be a very interesting process of whether they re-sign or go and join the PGA Tour again, or try and qualify, or just go and join TGL.
TGL to the moon,
or the European Tour.
European Tour,
I honestly think that out of all of this, that might be the thing that changes. I would be shocked. I would be surprised. I would be astounded if in the background there aren't conversations going on right now with LIV and DP World Tour.
Yeah.
Because originally that's what the conversations were. It wasn't so much that there was going to be LIV, like LIV as a concept was going to buy into the European Tour as it was at the time, and then like create this world tour, not like the model that they currently have, like maybe doing team golf and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would be really surprised if that isn't some kind of conversation which is going on, because already at this point, like you have LIV players playing on the DP World Tour without kind of restrictions as long as they pay fines.
Yeah.
So I would think that's probably going to be the next development. I might be completely wrong. You know, sitting here 2 years' time, you know, LIV might be the most watched golf tour in the world.
Just waiting for this PGA LIV deal.
Yeah.
That's taken 9 years to
collapse all of them.
Everyone
join TGL.
Announcement next month.
They don't need the money anymore, though.
No.
Because PGA have got the investment from Fenway.
Yeah, Fenway
Yeah,
Sports.
yeah.
I'd love to know LIV's like 5-year like business plan. I'd love to just know. I just love to know where they're at. I'd love to know. I mean, it'd be.
They need a business plan before you
I'd
can
love
get
to
a
know
5-year
what
business
they're-
plan.
Yeah, I'd love to see what it is.
I mean, I imagine it's just
That's
going to be
projections.
Scott O'Neill just running around with a checkbook, like just chasing Tiger down the street.
Yeah.
Like, I'll carry you round the course, $1 billion.
And now we're going to vote on whether your American accent is better than Sam Hun-min's American accent. I think you're definitely going to win on that one.
I would say so, yes. Right, I think that's it.
That's it.
I think
That's well
it.
done.
Like we talked a lot there.
Good
haven't we?
podcast.
for the first podcast back. That's a lot of chat.
It's a lot of chat. Yeah.
That's a lot of chat.
Yeah, and if you want to see all of the 1 hour 43 minutes of chat that we have just been through,
Fuck
go
off.
No, yeah, I'm now going to have to cut that out as well. Thank